Good morning, students. Let's begin our political science class. Today, I am going to explain Political Science NCERT book Indian Constitution at Work, Chapter 2 Rights in the Indian Constitution. Topic start from page number 39 Cultural and Educational Rights. India is not made up of monolithic society. What does it mean? We have diverse culture, and this diversity shows in different region, languages followed by the people. So there were some group those were small in number. These group those who were in a small number known as minority. So, when we talk about the Indian society, the image of diversity comes before in our mind. India is not made up of monolithic society. We are a society has vast diversity. In such a society, what we need to do? We maintain or follow some rules that will help people to live without any fear. Thus, constitution make a right that protect the other fundamental right of the citizen. Now these minority group have some challenges and threat. Our constitution provide fundamental right to the minorities to maintain their culture. Who gave all these right and how the right of these minorities protect? The minority status depend on their religion, language and culture in our society. So, who are minorities? Group have common language, religion or culture. There may be in minority in a specific part of country or in the whole country. They are outnumbered by some other social section. Minorities have culture, language, and the script of their own. They have the right to conserve and develop these things. No one can stop them. So they have a common language, religion in a particular part of the country or in the country whole. They are outnumbered by some of the social section. Such communities have a culture, language, script of their own and have a right to conserve and develop these things. So minorities uh, protect all these things by which manner? How they protect themselves? By setting up their own educational institution. These institutions are under the management of minority community. Government will not discriminate among these educational institutes while granting aids. One caption is there related to this topic, cultural and educational right, and Sardar Hukum Singh proclaimed or they put forward their views in form of this. A heavy responsibility would be cast on the majority to see that in fact the minorities feel secure. The only safety for the minorities lies in secular state. It pays them to nationalists. The majority community should not boost of their national outlook. They should try to place themselves in the position of the minorities and try to appreciate their fear. All demands for safeguard at the product of these fear that the minorities have in their minds as regards their language, their script, and also about the services. Under this right, we are going to see right to constitutional remedy is the means through which we can achieve some sort of thing. When we talk about right to constitutional remedy, one would agree that our constitution contains very impressive list of fundamental rights, but merely written or writing down a list of rights is not enough. Everyone know these are the rights which you have, but only writing down things in the constitution is not enough. By writing down something, if we get in a same manner in practical life, is very difficult. There has be to be a very or a way through which they could be realized in practice and defended against any attack on these rights. So uh, to protect all these rights, right, constitution set up the right to constitutional remedy. It means through which the objective can be achieved, means no one can harass them on any ground and no one can snatch their right. And this is how we provide this thing through the fundamental right, so to the right to constitutional remedy. In this sense, Dr. Ambedkar considered that this as heart and soul of the constitution. As I told you in beginning, fundamental right given in para 3, and we are talking about the fundamental the right of constitutional remedy. You know? And the constitution, the right gives a citizen the right to approach a high court or supreme to get any fundamental right restored in case of their violation. This is what meaning of right to constitutional remedy. Now we are going to see the court can issue various special order known as writs. There were 5 writs through which a person can approach to the judiciary and to safeguard their right. This is given in Article 32 and as well as 226. So we are going to talk about these writs. The first writ, which is given by the constitutional remedy, is habeas corpus. Habeas corpus, a writ of habeas corpus means the court order that the arrest person should be presented before it. It can also order to set free an arrest person if the manner or ground of arrest are not lawful or satisfactory. Then second is mandamus. This writ is issued when the court find that a particular office holder is not doing legal duty and thereby infringing on the right of an individual. Then prohibition. Prohibition means this writ is issued by High Court or Supreme Court when a lower court has considered a case going beyond its jurisdiction. And quo warranto, this is the authority that if the court find that a person is holding office not entitled to hold that office, it issues the writ of quo warranto and restricted the person from acting as an office holder. And then last is certiorari. Certiorari, under this writ, the court order a lower court or another authority to transfer a matter pending before it to the higher authority or court. Apart from this, these writs are the safeguard of the fundamental right and it is given under constitutional remedy. Learn it, it's very important question. Apart from the judiciary, many other mechanisms have been created in later years of the protection of right. You may have heard about the National Commission of Minorities. All right, this is one. This institution can safeguard the rights of the minorities. Second is the National Commission on Women, and the third is National Commission on Scheduled Caste. These institutions protect the right of women, minorities, or Dalit. Beside, the National Human Rights Commission has also been established by law to protect fundamental and other kinds of rights. Can these institute issue writs? This is homework. You find out this answer. National Human Rights Commission, NHRC. Rights. Real test of rights depend on their actual implementation. Independent organization like People Union for Civil Liberty or People's Union for Democratic Right have been working as a watchdog against the violation of right. In 1993, the government has established an institution that is National Human Rights Commission. Now we are going to see the composition, function, achievement and limitation of Human Rights Commission. When we see the composition of a National Human Rights Commission, it is composed of a former Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India, former Judge of the Supreme Court, a former Chief Justice of a High Court. Two other members who have knowledge and practical experience in matter relating to human rights. What is the function? The commission function include inquiry at its own initiative or a petition presented by victim into complaint of violation of human right, visit to jails to study the condition of the inmates, undertaking and promoting reach in the field of human right. What is the achievement? Its most significant intervention has been on disappeared youth in Punjab and investigation and trial of Gujarat right cases where its intervention proved effective. What is the limitation? The commission does not the power of prosecution. It can merely make recommendation to the government or recommend the court to initiate proceeding based on inquiry that it conduct. So these are not authorized to protect. They put further their voice in safety of the citizens. So today till here we just complete the video, and in next video we will start from directive principle of state policy. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.